All right, we're here and we have yet another sign, and I believe that anyone with a sign is obviously trying to say something, but signs can only do so much. Sometimes it takes a few words to get behind it. So, who are we with today?
My name's Anthony Underwood.
Anthony Underwood, Brian Engelman. Nice to meet you, and your name?
Sara Beckham.
Sara Beckham, hello. Okay, so we'll start with this one, left to right. America's broke. National. Go ahead. Tell me what you're saying here.
Oh, sure. Well, I wanted to do a sign that we all can relate with in the broadest sense. So I just brought the facts. I didn't create any clever one-liners really. Besides this, America's broke with a double meaning. It's broken because we are broke. We are broke because everything that makes us work as a country, our lifeblood, got sucked upward.
In the lifeblood, I see an I. What's that one?
Well, that represents the top 1%. The money that makes our nation go around has gotten pulled away from us. We have nothing in circulation. I work for a small company, and I have a pretty decent job, but you know, if the company can't get any work, then I have no job either. So I kind of stand here on behalf of normal people, the small businesses of America, in one aspect, because they're in this too. They feel it also. So when America's broke, from a financial perspective, the small business doesn't work and the people who work for them are unemployed. Our national debt obviously is up, the unemployment rate is up, our home equity is down. That means America's broke. So.
And what do we have here? Small business struggles. Go ahead. Let's see. Your small business struggles because the money has been sucked upward and out of circulation.
Yes, big corporations have sunk all their money into corporations now because they're now considered a person. And all of that money is getting sucked upward into Wall Street. And then where does it go? All these corporations are not paying taxes here because all of their profits are overseas. So where is all of that money? That 720%, it's not being circulated back into the United States. It's all elsewhere. So yeah, exactly. So our unemployment rate is up and small businesses are suffering, and all the people, the 99%, these people are suffering.
So let's talk about that for a second, about all this money being pushed into corporations. You turn on the news, one side, the other side, listen to Bill O'Reilly as much as you listen to Rachel Maddow, hear what both sides are saying. There's a thought out there that because the corporate tax structure is either confusing, a high percentage of the profits, a combination of those two, they're looking at other countries saying, well, I'll get taxed less if I put it in another country, and now all of these people their equity's dropping, they don't have a job to go to, the debt's going up because more people are getting food stamps. Do you think part of it is because the corporate tax rate is too high in this country, where they're going to other countries where it's lower, where it's more beneficial, as opposed to if you lowered the rate of tax, that they would actually bring that money back? Because you could make more money in America than in Indonesia or Vietnam or in other countries.
You know, that's a great question, and it's something that I've actually been struggling with myself. And it's something that needs to be debated. It's something that needs to be talked about. It's something that needs to be brought to light. But first and foremost, get the corporations to stop giving money to lobbyists and get all of the politicians outside of their pockets, because all that's going to do is give them more power so that they just grow and then continue to send all of that money elsewhere.
And then our final question, as we move forward into 2012, you know, the upcoming election, it can be quite contentious, as I was just mentioning there. We've seen TARP bailouts from a Republican president for Wall Street. We've seen TARP bailouts from a Democratic president to Wall Street. It's like that old song, meet your new boss, same as the old boss. As we move forward to 2012, how do we not get caught up in that, I'm going to argue with you because you're Republican, I'm going to argue with you because you're Democrat, while 99% of the people are struggling financially? How do we move forward and not get drawn into that same recycled game again, where somebody's puppeting it and pushes forward an agenda that hurts the mass majority of the people?
Well, in my opinion, I don't think that it's a Republican or Democratic issue, or a Democrat issue. I don't think that there is a line in between those people, because Republicans and Democrats are hurting. Unless you're in that top 1 or 10%, you're hurting. So get away from fighting the red or the blue, the Republican or the Democrat. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than life. So let's get down to what's actually broken and work on fixing it all together, everyone.
And how big it is? It's 99% big, and that's what we focus on, the overwhelming, sweeping majority.
So how do, and the final question to you as well, the same one. How do we not get wrapped up in the same arguing when we all play for the same team called the United States of
Focus
America?
on a common denominator, and the common denominator is that there's too much money in politics. It thwarts the democracy. I think we all feel that there is a little bit of subversion in democracy. If we could focus on that, that addresses the Democrats and Republicans and the big businesses that operate them.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
All right.